Hi, welcome back, Trident Nation. This is John Gebner. Today we have B-side action. We have the Iowa Central Tritons versus the Minnesota Golden Gophers today. We're here in St. Paul, and it's a beautiful day. A-side just finished up, and now we're going to get right into the B-side action. At fly half, kicking off duties today, we got Christian Stanback, and now we're about to give you guys the rest of the lineup. It's truly gonna be an exciting matchup. The front row is Dalton Summers, Matt Surreal Davis, Robin Campbell. At locks are Alex Miller and James Coates. Then we got Bailey Zimdars, Wayne Casper at Noah Champion. Back line, at scrum half, we have A.J. Mitchell. 10, like I said, Chris Stanback. Wings, Andre Greenup and Jacob Hoffman. Merritt Ganizer at 12 and Andre Butler. And rounding out at fullback from Rochester, Minnesota, we got Nathan Bain. This is truly going to be a great matchup today, and we're going to hop right into it. Teams are setting up. The Gophers are going to have the ball here first. Stanback on the kickoff. He puts the ball up high. And the ball is knocked forward. And that will be an early scrum going for the Trions and a little chippiness. So that's a perfect, exactly how we drew it up for the Trions. Early scrum and see what the Trions can do with it. Big front line we have today with Don Subbers and Robin Campbell. Both two powerful players, and then Fort Dodge finest Matt Surreal Davis. So great solid pack here for the Trions for this game. The Tritons are going to split back here. Split backs. A.J. Mitchell puts it in. A.J. Mitchell throws out the stand back. He's got Kanizer. He throws off to Dre Butler. Dre Butler makes a little move, another inside move, and then he drops his shoulder. Great little start for the Tritons. The Tritons all momentum. Standback's going to slow it down. Run a little pod. Big, strong Noah Champion from Dupere, Wisconsin. Champion is off to the races. Champion's going. And Champion is at the 2-yard line. A.J. Mitchell looking. They call for the forward pod, and he picks it up. The Trions are trying to push here. Another forward pod. That's Wayne Casper trying to go in for the try. The quick little flank trying to punch one in. And that's going to be a penalty to Minnesota. Actually, a penalty to the Tritons. Stanback's contemplating if he's going to quick tap it. He goes with the quick tap. He's got Noah Champion. Once again, Noah Champion's at the try line. Another pick and go. And that will be an early try for the Tritons. 5-0. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Wayne Casper who touched that down. And that will be a try for Wayne Casper, former Toledo Celtic, finally back from a concussion he suffered in the inter-squad scrimmage. So it's great to see Wayne Casper back on the field. Early try, Trions up 5-0, and Christian Stanback for the conversion. Oh, no, I'll just hold it. Oh, you need. Stanback's lining it up. And the kick goes up. And flags are. And I'm pretty sure I saw flags go up, so that'll be a 7-0 lead for the Tritons. Santos, you make that? There we go. Minnesota, the kick back to the Tritons. Key for the Tritons on the kickoff is catch an early name. early name call and catch the ball in there so the ball doesn't bounce. Because soon the ball starts bouncing, things gets a little awkward and weird. Here's a kickoff. It goes deep. Jacob Hoffman, he's going to throw it to Nate Bain. Nate Bain with a head of steam, gains a couple 5 meters. Christian Stanback's going to set it up. Wide, Bailey Zimdar's off to his buddy Noah Champion. Now Noah Champion once again. Get used to this name running. He throws it off the big James Coates. Does a little spin move. And then he throws it out of bounds. So it's going to be a line out to Minnesota about at the 50-yard line. Once again, Noah Champion with another good line break to try and just have to execute a little bit better with the ball in space. See what they're going to do. And it's a good solid toss for Minnesota. Thrown to the fly half, but the ball is dropped. Wayne Casper coming in hot. Bailey Zimdar's first to the ball, but they're going to be called diving over. Referee, it's the one and only Joe Lippert. Minnesota's going to take the quick tap and boot downfield. Let's see, Nate Bain, also known as Sunshine, keeps in, makes a nice little move. Triton's going to have to get to this ruck before it gets stolen. Christian Stanback looking to set up a king. But that'll be a penalty for the Trions. Stanback's going to put a solid boot on here, try to get out of bounds and try to get a nice little spot for the line out for the Trions. Nice boot. He got a lot of it on that one. And that will be a midfield line out. We'll see what the Trions could cook up here on offense here. No, sir. I'll be on the lookout, though. Matsuriel Davis on the hooker duties will be throwing the lineouts in. He throws it to Alex Miller. Alex Miller is really great on the lines. A.J. Mitchell catches it with a nice little stiff arm. A.J. Mitchell going to keep it. Solid run by A.J. Mitchell. Now the Trions are going to have to do a forward pod, or Christian Stanback might step in at fly half, at scrum half, and throw the pod. They got 4 Dodge's own. Don Summers, nice little stiff arm, and the shoulder right into him. The Trions have a lot of momentum. A.J. Mitchell to Stanback, took it. Oh, Stanback with the dummy to Ganizer. Ganizer's running on the right sideline. The Tritons, great little ball possession right there. Great wreck. Stanback out to Bailey Zimdars. Bailey Zimdars is really shifty for a forward. Played back in high school. Here we go. Alex Miller and Wayne Casper there for the ruck. So throwing off the Stanback. He's going to throw big James Coates. James Coates shrugs the dude off. There we go. And that'll be a penalty for the Tritons. Let's see what they do with it. Stanback either could go quick or kick out of bounds. Minnesota's slow to defend, so it wouldn't be that bad idea to tap it, but Stanback's going to slow it down and just kick it out of bounds. Beautiful day here in Minnesota today. Perfect rugby weather. And Stanback trying to kick it out of bounds. Puts it into the try zone. That would be a big mistake there. He did not want to do that. So it's going to be a goal line drop for the Tritons, for Minnesota. And Minnesota cannot kick it out here. So they got to keep it in. I didn't even see no drop kick on that one. He did a straight NFL punter punt there. So it's going to go back to the 5-meter line. The rules of rugby on this one, it has to touch the ground first and then touch by the foot instead of going straight to the foot. Also known as a drop kick. Oh, he goes with the insane tap, and at this point, the kicker for Minnesota just doesn't want to be in the situation, and he kicks it out. So that'll be a lineout for the Trions. At the 22. Let's see what the Trions can cook up here. Here we go, Alex Miller on the toss. They throw it to Stanback. Wayne Casper running through. They got Merrick Ganizer. He's going to shift it out to Andre Butler. They got Nate Bain out to Andre Greenup, and just a little too much on the passing, and Greenup might have been clean through. A lot of flavor on this Triton team. We have a lot of speed and power, so this B-side is really going to be a force to reckon in this game. Minnesota needs to wake up because the Triton's B-side is ready to play, it looks like. A lot of pressure, and the Gophers have not played in the Tritons have been in the green zone pretty much the whole game. And it's great to see the boys who are going to sub in this game and boys from the A side getting a little chant. They're trying to hype the Tritons up here. It's great to see. We'll see how much the Tritons love the scrum. That's an early put-in by Minnesota, so that's going to be a penalty to the Tritons. A.J. Mitchell's going to go for the quick tap. They're not back. A.J.'s running, holding it like Walter Payton. A.J. Mitchell's going to put the dive down, and that'll be try time for A.J. Mitchell. So that will bring the total up to 12-0. So both scores have been scored by Toledo. Let's see if their partner in crime, Robin Campbell, could get one today. 12-0 for the Tritons. Great start. A.J. Mitchell with the quick tap caught Minnesota lacking. They weren't 10, so they weren't able to touch him, and he just put his nose in, diving for the try, and that is try time for the Tritons. Beautiful play right there. Aggressive play, but beautiful. And that kick is good, so 14-0 Tritons. Stand back 2 for 2 for the day. And if I was out there for the Tritons right now, mentality is to get the ball and score right again. The game is just early. 14 points is not a lot, so might as well keep doing the same thing and keep pounding it. Minnesota brought the black jerseys out. These are pretty sweet uniforms, I'm not going to lie. Tritons in the all white, all ice. Looking clean, looking fresh. And as Deion Sanders said, look good, play good. So Jacob Hoffman, he's going to catch it. Hoffman's looking to run. He might hit the gas. He does a little juke in and out, stiff arms. Here we go. A.J. Mitchell, scrum half quick to the ball. Got stand back. He's got Bailey Zimdars. Bailey Zimdars takes the outstep. Dawn Summers throws a little shoulder in. James Coates quick to the ball. They got Noah Champion, former fly half, so you know he's good with getting the ball early. Gains a couple meters. A.J. Mitchell throws out the Christian Stanback. Christian Stanback's going to throw a sky ball. And Minnesota does not take it well. So that'll be a knock-on by Minnesota. So scrum to the Tritons here, about at the 50-yard line. Midfield. Stanback's trying to do a little sorcery at fly half, trying to cook something up. He's got dangerous threats here with Ganizer and Butler. Butler's been playing out of his mind lately. The Jacksonville native coming back to the team has been really take a step this year. Noah Champion. He throws out to A.J. Mitchell. A.J. Mitchell's going to juke. A.J. Mitchell running down the left sideline. Does he have the speed? Does he have it? And A.J. Mitchell for the second try of the game for himself. What a run. Noah Champion, pick up off the scrum. A.J. also known as Ayers Mitchell with the second try of the day. And that will be 19-0 Trojans. What a roaring start we have here in St. Paul. Unfortunately, he did not help our kicker out. But this one is gonna be a tough little kick. But Stanback does have the leg. It's just gonna if he could play the wind off. See if he's been watching his golf lately. Stanback very patient. Takes his steps. Kick got height. And Christian Stanback from the left side nails it through. Whoa. Hold the phone. 21-0. What a start. And the good thing about rugby in this type of play, 15s, is make it, take it. So once you score, you get the ball right back. So for a team that's losing, it's definitely very demoralizing to kick it right back to the other team. I'll tell you, I've been on the other side of many blowouts before in my life, and it's not a good time. Minnesota kicker. He's going to find big Noah Champion. Those are the Christian Stanback just off. Triton's going to have to pick this one up. Stanback's going to go with the boot. And it was behind the 22, so he's able to kick it straight out. So it's going to be a line out to the Gophers, a little past the 22 line. Nice little decision there by Stanback. Hey, James, can you ask if someone has a hat I could wear? And that'll be a stolen line out there for the Trions. And Minnesota's going to set some phases up here. James Coates dives on the ball. And that's going to be a penalty to Minnesota. And Minnesota's kicker gets it out, so it's going to be a Gopher lineup. Once the ball's on the floor, you cannot dive on it, or that is a penalty. You have to hold your balance and weight and get two hands on the ball, and then maybe you could get the steal. But Minnesota's getting a little phases in, and they're slowing the game down, and Triton's going to have to put a lot of pressure on this lineup right here if they don't steal it, because they're very in danger of the Gophers. The Gophers are striking in. Lineout is overthrown, and that lineout will not be straight, so it's going to be a scrum to the Trions. A.J. Mitchell's going to throw the ball in there. And a little collapsion. Minnesota with the stolen scrum. 10, nice little juke for Minnesota. Nice little play by the fly half there. Minnesota's going to go with the pods. Dalton Summers on the tackle. And another offsides hand going against the Trions. So the Trions are going to have to focus up. Tackled by Noah Champion and Robin Campbell right there. Coming in hot, Dalton Summers. And Alex Miller. Noah Champion with a huge hit, but it's going to be a penalty for the Gophers. The Tritons have to get back. And the Gophers were trying to go quick, but there was no tap by the foot, so you can't do that. If you would have hit his foot there, but the Gophers are going to go quick, aggressive play, nothing to lose style mentality. I kind of love it. Thrown to him. Fly half with another juke, another juke. This 10 on Minnesota is very shifty. Triton's going to have to tighten up. And that'll be a penalty against Minnesota. So the Tritons will have an opportunity to kick this out of territory and get away from this danger zone. And Christian Stanback's kick is very far, but it does not go out of bounds. Wayne Casper and Andre Green are both on the hunt. 14 on Minnesota's running around. Wayne Casper and Green up on the tackle. And they're going to throw him out of bounds. So great play there for the Tritons. A midfield lineout. And the Tritons throw a little short ball to Dalton Summers out the front of the lineout, but they are saying not straight, so it'll be a penalty to Minnesota. But Minnesota has the opportunity to kick this one out of bounds. And Minnesota, big front row, might have been a prop. Number 1 just taps it off his foot and drops it out of bounds. You don't see that every day. I'm saying it's a prop. And it'll be kicked through by Minnesota. Fullback named Bain. And it's going to go, and it's going to bounce first. So fortunately for Minnesota, the kick bounced first. So, or the kick would have got brought back to where he kicked it from. Real Davis on the line out throw. And another overthrow. So it'll be another scrum to the Tritons. Minnesota's played a lot of rugby in the Tritons' territory lately. Let's see if the Tritons go early put in. A lot of pushing and shoving there at the scrum. It's hard to make out what's going on. And we're going to try that one more time. And that ball's thrown out to Americanizer on a little 12-man inside center crash. A.J. Mitchell's going to throw to Stenbeck. Stenbeck's going to look to kick downfield. Nice little kick into space. Ball's going to bounce. Fullback from Minnesota tries to keep it in. Almost was a knock-on. Inside move, Nathan Bain and Jacob Hoffman. Jacob Hoffman coming in hot. And Nate Bain still going. Big support on the try line. Also known as the Spirit. Drayvon Strickland really hyping up the sideline up there. Substitution coming in for Minnesota. And I do play fly half, so I'm not too sure about what's been going on here in this scrum. I've only been in the scrum one time, and I didn't really enjoy my experience. Played flanker, and it was not a good time, so I'm not too sure about all these whistles going in the scrum. My guess is that we're pushing too much or we're going too high.
We love to scrum.
Take 3. Third times is a charm sometime. And the ball goes quickly out. A.J. Mitchell throws out the Christian Stenbeck. Got Kanizer. Fake crash. Jacob Hoffman coming in hot. And just the air pass out to Andre Greeno right there. And that'll be a line out to Minnesota. Hop take over real quick. Get my sweats.
Triton Nation, Tritons, my apologies. Set to scrum here. Oh, it's Minnesota's scrum, my apologies.
Welcome back. Quick little intermission there. Handed Javier Sanchez the reins with the commentating job. Had to grab some sweatpants. It is steaming hot here. So I had to throw the sweatpants on so I didn't get sunburned. But I'm back. And trying to settle down and get back to what they were doing in the beginning because it was working. Lately we've been seeing a lot of error passes and mistakes. So Minnesota has the scrum. Minnesota has the ball. Thrown onto the fly half. Decent little crash there for Minnesota, gaining some meters. And that ball is loose. That ball is live. Matty Surreal Davis on the hunt. Thrown onto a forward. Noah Champion with a little one-arm chop tackle. Wayne Casper, Bailey Zimdar is getting in on the action. James Cole's going over the ball, and that'll be a steal for the Trains. Those are Noah Champion. Big James Coates out to Andre Green up. Mr. Shifty. Almost in for the try. A.J. Mitchell trying to get it. Big Noah Champion. That's big 25 Coates. Out the Fort Dodge's own Dolan Summers. And that will bring the total up to 26-0 for the Trojans. Nice little pass in there by the forwards. And Dolan Summers dives in. And that grass usually never hurts when you dive in, when you're scoring in for the try. Because you got a lot of momentum and adrenaline. About 2 minutes left in the half. Triton's up 26-0. Christian Stanback, probably the easiest kick of the day. Let's see if he could drill it through. He's been very solid. Come on, man. Chris drills it. Christian Stanback, 4 for 4, and he's not going to Wendy's, but he is 4 for 4. 28-0. I'm natural, guys. Kickoff back to the Trions. And going short. Almost kicked to the dangerous Andre Butler, but fortunately for the Gophers, it went out of bounds. So that's going to be a middle scrum, midfield scrum for the Trions. Almost last play of the half. So the Trions are going to do some, get some more points. It's going to have to happen right here in this scrum. We got split backs, dangerous both sides, try potential on both sides of the back line here for the Trions. Put in, goes to the back. Big Noah Champion, he's going to keep it. He's going to hit RT Turbo, throws out to A.J. Mitchell. A.J. Mitchell with the juke. Am I believing my eyes, but A.J. Mitchell just scored a hat trick in the first half. Wow. Nice pass by Noah Champion and nice little juke there by A.J. Mitchell. So that's going to bring the total up to 33-0 at last play of the half. And a conversion kick to go. Great stuff there by the Trions. Noah Champion truly is a threat at 8-man with his speed. Yeah. Yeah, it's the fifth. He made every one so far. Yep, and he just made this one too. So that'll be 35-0. And that's 35-0 at halftime. Great half by the Trions all the way around through and through. I'm so excited for this next half. This is the voice of the Trions for today. I'm not Dan Peevish, but I'm doing my best job. John Gebner, and we'll see you guys back in the second half. Trion Nation. Let me know when we on. Welcome back, Triton Nation. Second half action. Triton's up 35-0. It's going to be another exciting half we have left to play in Minnesota. Still beautiful weather. And we still have 15 players on 15 ready for some good old rugby action. A lot of subs coming in for the Tritons. I see Tucker Erickson, Albert Lee native, and Latrell Brown from St. Louis, Missouri also coming in. Early kickoff, that'll be a knock by Andre Greenup. Tough to see in the sun. Must have threw Andre off a little bit. But it's gonna be an early scrum to the Gophers. It's gonna be a cool total 360 on the scrum. Coats. No, that's good. And the Gophers pick up off the scrum. And right before he was running in, he steps out of bounds. So the Tritons catch a huge break. Gonna be a quick line out overthrow. Tipped out to Latrell. Triton's gonna set this one up, try to control play. Matty Ice, nice little outstep. Triton's gonna try to kick this one. Chris Standback puts it in the air. Wynn's gonna push it out. It's gonna touch first. Jacob Hoffman coming in hot. And Andre Butler with the steal. And that'll be a Triton ball. Big play there by Jacob Hoffman and Andre Butler. Don Summers, too stiff arm. And Don Summers gained some meters. They throw it out Chris Standback. Standback's gonna juke. Throws it out to Nate Bain. Nate Bain, spin move, a B button. And Tucker Erickson's gonna set it up. Chris Standback throws it out to Don Summers. Tanner Gleam, former Triton, coming in hot. And the lift up. That'll be a quick tapped it, and then he kicked out of bounds. Gonna be a line out to the Gophers due to that penalty. Noah Champion, throw it out to Big Robin Campbell. Throws it off the Americanizer, but knocked forward. The Tritons definitely had something cooking up there. from the Minnesota here at about the 22.
We love to scrum. We love to scrum. We love to scrum. We love to scrum.
The 8-man from Minnesota is going to take it to the weak side. Wayne Casper throws him down. Nate Bain goes over the ball, and another steal for the Tritons. Don Summers swings it out to Alex Miller. And the Tritons have some tough decision making here, and it's kind of hurting them. Minnesota's going to do a pick and go, and they're really close. And another penalty to Minnesota at the goal line. And if Minnesota plays true to their mentality tonight, they're probably going to go quick. And it's tap and go, so look for that. Couple of chains still on, so the one and only, one of the best referees in the Midwest, Joe Lippert, tells him to take the chain off. And for clarity, I did say Midwest. Minnesota, stick to their guns, going quick tap on the goal line. Swing it out. Big hit there. Looked like Dylan Johnson overthrown. And big goal line stop there for the Tritons, so it'll be Tritons line out.
Let's go, Tritons.
Thrown, Alex Miller with the tip. Thrown to Latrell Brown, who drops it. Now it's a fight for the ball. I think the Tritons still have it. Chris Stanbeck attempts the box kick, gets a hold of it, and ball's out of bounds. Big substitution wave. We have Makiti Maraca, Brian Vargas, and the one and only Mr. Big J, Jalen Jones. Good solid work here from Alex Miller and Don Summers. They both deserve a clap because they both played solid. Also Noah Champion coming off. He played great as well. So let's see if the subs for the Tritons can make a little impact because they're fresh. Line out to Minnesota. And once again, not straight for Minnesota. Now it's reverse. Line out to the Tritons. They're gonna lift Wayne Casper up. Goes over the top. Loose ball. Matty Ice, the thrower, the hook, falls on it. Tritons looking to clear this ball there. Be a penalty. The Gophers are not back 10, so we should get another 10 meters. But oh, Americanizer just ran through a Minnesota player there. Advantage over, says the referee. Throws out to Chris Stanback. He's going to go with the sky ball. It stays in. It's a tough play due to the sun. Fullback, bounce. Andre Butler and Jacob Hoffman. One of them might get it. Line out to the Tritons. Coming in For Nathan Bain, who played solid all game, it's going to be Brandon Machupa. Probably saying it wrong, maybe saying it right. But a lot of talk about these young players, so let's see what it's all about. Christian Stanback shaking up a little bit on the play, but he definitely got a solid little boot on there. Another scrum here for the Trions. About at the 22. Goes straight out. Tucker. Those are the Christian. Ganizer. Dre Butler. Those are the Brandon. First touch as a Trion. And he is cleared through. Just like that. First touch. Dots it down. And he made that look easy, folks. Made that look easy. No, his first ever touch as a Triton, he had to try, and I haven't scored one in a year and a half. Like, wow.
Look at the distributor, baby. Stockton.
He scored a couple points. He knocked down a couple shots. Stand back.
Damien.
I think that brings the total to 40-0, 40-7 or 40-5 for the Trions. And coming in at fly half is going to be Florida's own Damian Gaffney. Christian Stanback coming off, who played a good solid 50 minutes today, made a bunch of kicks, and set up a bunch of tries. So solid game from Christian Stanback. Mike, if I miss it, throw it in there. Kickoff back to the Trions, and it's gonna bounce straight out. So it's gonna be a middle scrum. Let's see what the Trions draw up here. Tucker Erickson, Damian Gaffney just into the game. Those are out to Andre Butler. Another juke inside. Andre Butler, another. He needs to stay inside. And Andre Butler, sweet feet. Watch the feet, don't blink. Those are out to Dylan Johnson, who it takes a nice little outstep, stiff arm. Now the Trions are really driving. Those are out to Damian. Finds Robin Campbell. He stiff arms. Spin moves, and Robin Campbell is chugging, still on his feet. Jalen Jones secures the rug. Ain't nobody's really going to push Jalen Jones, about 330. It's tough, big body. Throws out to Wayne Casper. You could see that red hair from a mile away. Damian, throws out to Jalen Jones. Boom! And that we'll talk about a collision. Throw to Matty Ice. Matty Ice gonna keep. McKitty needs to get over. Tucker throws out to Brandon. Tries to chip through. Tucker, stiff arm. Dylan Johnson's gonna take it by himself. A lot of space there for the Trions. Tucker's going to throw it to Damian, who's going to throw it to Robin Campbell. He sees daylight. He throws another dude off, and Robin Campbell scores. So scored by all the three Toledo boys. Nice little run by Robin Campbell. He definitely deserved it. He got the Trions down there with a couple good runs. And that brings the total to 47-7, I'm pretty sure. Damian Gaffney's kick, so the Trions have yet to miss a conversion kick. Yes. So that brings the total up to 49-7. Hopefully the Trions don't have to score again because a mishandle with the water bottle packaging might create controversy with the hydration department. The wing for Minnesota is offsides on the kick. Throws out to kickoff to McKeedy. McKeedy's gonna do a little hop step, jumps, gains some meters, and loses the ball in possession. Fortunately for the Trions, we have Damian Gaffney's gonna run at 10. The Gophers were not 10, so we should get another 10 meters. The wild ref, there we go. Thought for a second the referee wasn't going to call it, but makes the right call. Damian Gaffney has a boot on him. No Gophers back there, so he couldn't make a risky play. Boots it. Jacob Hoffman on the hunt. And just popped off to the left. LaDon. Trident line out here, about at the 5. They lift Gabriel, overthrow. Minnesota takes back possession in their own territory. Forward for Minnesota coming in hot. Jacob Laird and a bunch of other forwards going to make that tackle. They throw it. Nice little juke. Good tackle there by Dylan Johnson. And the Trions are flying in on defense. That was Brian Vargas coming in hot. A steal. Trions at the goal line. And Dylan Johnson punches that one in. So that's going to bring the total up to... Not too sure on the score. Lost track on the total. But conversion coming in for Damon Gaffney. Damian Gaffney conversion is good. Oh, Dylan Johnson. Still yet to miss a conversion kick for the Tritons, so the Triton kickers been kicking very solid. Kick back to the Tritons. Coming up now. Not too sure on the score, 55, 58 to 7. Somewhere around there in the area code. Minnesota throws a little dribbler. Throw it off to McKeedy again. Little dummy. McKeedy's going to gain some meters, some more meters. Throws it out to Latrell, and Latrell's going to take a name. Damian. Damian Gaffney's kick does quite well. And Triton's ball. They throw it out to Tucker. Throws it out to McKeedy. Early hands would be good. Dylan Johnson, one more, and it's a try. Dylan Johnson keeps it. And that's going to be a no chance of... He did not... He went down. There was nobody there, but he didn't release the ball. Give a chance for Minnesota to put him down, so that'll be a penalty. And Minnesota's strategies on their penalties just been tapping and going, so let's see if they kick this one out of bounds. Would be quite smart. Shout out to the prop, Minnesota, hanging in tough. Definitely took a big shot. And Minnesota's gonna. Minnesota scrum in their own 22. Tucker Erickson coming in hot behind the scrum, makes a tackle. And that'll be Iowa Central ball. Tucker still pounding. Tough man to tackle, even though it's small frame. It's definitely the heart. Playing against his own Minnesota brethren. Pick and go. Diving in, and that'll be another try. Matty Surreal Davis, so the little guys for the Tritons sure making a big impact. What number try is that, Coach? So the total, just got confirmation, 61-7 lead for the Tritons here in this B-side action. Damian Gaffney with the conversion kick. And Damian Gaffney's boot is perfect. That brings the total up to 63-7 lead for the Trians. Great game. They scored. They scored this half. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not too sure. About 4 minutes left in this match. Kickoff. Trian's going to let it bounce. Tucker Erickson still running in hot. That man is tough to take down. Tucker Erickson might go Devin Hess to the house. Throw it out to Brandon. And Brandon is tripped up. Still on his feet. Brandon inside move. Stiff arm. Spin move. And the Trians need to settle this one down. But what a run by Tucker Erickson. Throwing out to Damian Gaffney. Big Gabriel throws in the shoulder. Trians got a little man out. Throw it out to Merritt. Merritt looping around. And Merritt Ganizer with a try time for the Tridents. That brings the total up to 68. Nice play by Tucker Erickson, shooting off like a rocket on that kickoff. I'll tell you what, I played him my whole time before, but Tucker Erickson is making Minnesota jealous. Damian Gaffney, kick going to be in the corner. And storyline, due to the scores, probably to see if the Trians will miss a conversion kick yet. It's all on the leg of Damian Gaffney, the right leg, the powerful leg. Gaffney takes a step. He's going to kick it, and it's just short. And that's the first missed kick. Tough kick by Damian Gaffney. Don't fault him. Spirit.
Good job.
70-7. Lead for the Trians. About 2 minutes left. Probably going to be the last play of the game. Trians need to put a name on this kick. Goes off to Merritt Ganizer. Merritt's going to run to the outside. Nice little clean out there by both Andres. Throws out to Dylan, to Tyler. Don't know his last name. Need to learn it. Throws it out to Brian Vargas. He's going to make some meters. He loses it. Throws it to Tucker. Damian Gaffney, they got numbers. Damian decides to keep it. Throws out to Latrell. Latrell has some power on him. Here we got Damian. Brandon loses it. And that'll be a knock-on for the Trians. Scrum to Minnesota. Probably going to be the last play of the ball game. Tucker Erickson throws the Minnesota scrum half down, but I think it might have been a little too early, so we're going to try that one more time. played high school rugby with Minnesota's hooker. Definitely a good guy. Pickup. The trail sticks him, man. Throws him out of bounds over the hill. And that is the ball game, folks. Great match played by the Tritons. Absolutely beautiful rugby. And that'll be your total here. And signing off, the final score is going to be 70-7 lead for the Tritons. Signing off from St. Paul. This is the voice of the Tritons today, John Gebner. Daniel Peefish will probably be on the next batch. Triton Nation, we're out. Peace.